I just thought, yeah, if there's a single cell spark of a carbon life on some planet somewhere, it's just a matter of time till they create an artificial intelligence that probably makes them extinct. Whether that's a few 100,000 years or millions of years or a billion of years, but you might argue that it's just only a matter of time if until it happens.
Yep. Like I get impatient with Hollywood. They keep talking ETs, that when humanity discovers it in science fiction movies, that they're nearly always, and this is where I'm critical, they're nearly always biologicals. They're not artilects, which I think is silly, because we biologicals, we're just absolutely nothing in comparison to what's out there. So one of the things that really obsesses me is, what on earth could an Artilect, this godlike creature, do? Like, would it be capable of creating universes? There's a professor at MIT, he's rather famous. His name is Guth, or Guth, Guth, and this guy's actually calculated what is necessary to generate a universe. I mean, he's actually done the math of this. So if human beings, without puny intelligence, can actually calculate what's needed to build a universe, then maybe these Artilects in their godlike superiority could actually do it. Well, if you go argue that way, well, then it's easy to say, well, maybe we, in our universe, are a product of some previous godlike creature in the past. Well, then So if you ask me, am I religious? I'm not traditionally, I'm not a theist. I'm quite cynical of theism. Like World War II, let's say several tens of millions of people were theists, believing, loving God and so on, but they died anyway. World War II was just absolutely horrific in terms of the number of casualties. But deism, the belief in an architect, a godlike creature that designs the laws of physics, acts the universe, that I'm much more open to. Because for me, the rise of the Artilect, this humanly generated, increasingly massive intelligence, what could it do? I mean, if human beings can design a universe, write the theory for the creation of the universe, maybe these Artilects could actually do that. So I'm open to deism on the religious front. These questions, they touch on all domains: economics, politics, philosophy. It's huge.
Yeah, I never thought I would go here, Professor, with my thinking, and I want to dive into some of the other points, but even today I found myself thinking that, because you're right. If you really start going down the rabbit hole of where this godlike intelligence is taking us, then it's hard not to argue that everything around us would not plausibly have been created by those same types of entities in the past, and we are just living in the remains or the creation of that. And you don't have to be way out there to really start thinking of this. Of course, seeing AI in front of your face working like ChatGPT makes it much easier to make that connection, at least for me.
Yeah, I mean, what I was saying a bit earlier, human level intelligence, machine level intelligence, and along comes ChatGPT, and the gap's half closed for me now. So in the next decade or so, as that gap seriously starts closing, then I see what I call the species dominance debate. I see that really heating up. And my guess is within 5 years, we'll start hearing about, on this issue, the first news reports of arsons and assassinations, and brain architects will be killed, and CEOs of brain builder companies, AI companies, will have to significantly beef up their security and so forth, bodyguards, because as the prospect that we human beings as a species are looking as though we're going to become number 2 species, as that becomes more and more real in people's minds, people are going to start taking sides, and a lot of people are going to be very afraid and say, no way we, humans, go to become number two, and we'll stop it. And there's a war issue to a lot of people. So I see that happening within 5 years. In fact, there's a bit of a story, if you want to hear it. Warner Brothers, Hollywood, about 10 years ago, I got approached by Hollywood, Warner Brothers, to be the tech advisor to a movie they wanted to make. Let's see, what was it called? They wanted to make a movie version of the popular TV series, I think in the 50s, called The Twilight Zone.
Oh, yeah. Big fan.
You familiar?
Oh, yeah. Huge fan. Right. Rod Serling, big fan.
Yeah, right. So I wrote back saying, look, I don't really care much about the typical Hollywood ingredients in a Hollywood movie, boy, girl, sex, violence, and so on. Your script writers will do that for sure. But I do care about the background, the context in which this movie is going to happen. So I was advising them, how about choosing, say, a historical era, maybe 10, 15 years into the future from when the movie comes out, in which that IQ gap has closed, right? So the machines are here. And people are freaking out. Everyone's asking, well, could these machines become smarter than us? Is that dangerous? Should we stop them getting smarter than us? Can we stop them getting smarter than us? And so on. And so I didn't hear anything from them for a couple of years. And then out comes the movie. You probably saw it, Transcendence.
I heard of it.
Did you see that one?
I didn't see it.
Okay. Well, anyway, when I saw the trailer for that movie, my jaw dropped. And I go, oh, that's my movie. So I think, because what happened is that Warner Brothers simply took the idea and put it into another movie, namely Transcendence. And then that way they didn't have to pay me the filming bonus, X zeros.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline.
I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up.
If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you gonna do? What's the choice that you're going to make?